This is CES MMA.
Here is South of Tequila, tail of the tape, 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Kyle Bochniak putting his perfect record on the line. He's 2-0 with 1 knockout, weighing in at 145 yesterday. He takes on the tough Ruso Khubejashvili. He is 2-1, also weighing at 145 and fighting out of Norwood, Mass. Let's send it down to Adam Palazzo for the official introduction.
This is the Sueza Tequila bout of the evening. This fight is scheduled for 3 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 145 pounds with a professional record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Hailing from Norwood, Mass, ladies and gentlemen, Ruso Khubejashvili. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 145 pounds with a professional record of 2 wins and 0 losses, with 1 win coming by way of knockout and the other by submission. Hailing from Winthrop, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Bochniak.
All right, guys, been through the rules of the locker room. They're my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. You want to touch gloves, do it now. Look.
We are live cage side from Twin River Casino. Mike Parenti joined by Scott Ream at CES MMA 26. And right now you're watching Ruso Khubejashvili in the black trunks with the red trim, taking on Kyle Bochniak in the red and white trunks. Should be an exciting bout here in the featherweight division.
Ruso with a little slip right there, a little aggressive.
Both fighters have been active under the CES MMA banner. Both of Kyle Bochniak's wins have come here at this very venue here at Twin River Casino.
Nice low kick by Ruso.
Khubejashvili won his pro debut at CES, defeating Tom Evans in December of 2013.
Nice one, too, by Ruso. I'm staying with Ruso and Kyle. That's how you can pronounce the last names. Kyle now poured it on with the straight 1-2. He just ran his man down. Nice tie plum with knees to the body. Kyle staying in, jumping knee. Ruso grabs the knee, looking for the takedown here.
Well, so far, Khubejashvili withstands Bochniak's attack and now has him against the cage. Energetic opening round here, Scott.
By both fighters. Nice takedown.
Bochniak right back to his feet.
Ruso making an attempt to get to his back here. Kyle needs to fight this off, try to get an arm inside and turn into Ruso. That's what he does. And he prevented Ruso from taking his back. Now Kyle makes the move to take Ruso's back. And there's Kyle with the big takedown of Ruso. The pace these two are setting.
Back and forth in the opening minute and a half of round 1.
Pretty much in a stalemate position. You can see right here. You can see right here where Ruso does not want to let up his hands from being clinched. He's controlling Kyle's head. Kyle goes right to mount. Very dangerous position right now. Let's see what Ruso does with it. Ruso doing a great job of trying to reverse this. Both fighters fighting. What a great job by Kyle to maintain mount. Again, Ruso going to sweep, and he does! Phenomenal!
A chess match on the ground here in this opening round. Great reverse this time by Khubejashvili. Finally got it in, Scott, and got the sweep. 2.5 to go in the opening round.
Both fighters catching their breath after that torrid pace the first half of the round.
Excellent exchange on the ground. It's been all action in the first round here. And again, we mentioned Khubejashvili. Both fighters haven't fought since the springtime. Khubejashvili coming off a loss to Bruce Boyington in April.
Now you can see how tight Ruso is keeping his arms in tight, pinning Kyle's hips down. He does not want Kyle to look to get up. Kyle now shrimping and working his way back to wall walk the cage to get to his feet. Ruso not allowing that to happen, pulling Kyle's hips back in tight. Kyle trying to use head control, push the head down, and try to walk the wall. Russo does not want this to happen. Russo, again, good wrestling technique, trying to get the back. Kyle tries to hit the whizzer. Look at this pace. Russo, again, does a great job trying to maintain back control.
Bochniak does get to his feet.
Yes, he
Khubejashvili trying the hip toss, but Bochniak stands his ground.
In Bochniak, you can see what a great job Kyle does to get inside, turns this around, and now he remains on top. Kyle's short elbows from the top position. What a fantastic, fantastic pace. Kyle looking to step over and pin that knee to his opponent's arm, to pin the arm down, to land strikes freely. Nice short elbows to the ribs. And you can see Russo on the bottom looking to try to go with a key lock. I believe just to sweep. I don't think he's looking to finish. I think he's looking to sweep there, but Kyle defends it very, very well. Short elbows. Russo now pulls Kyle down tight to break posture, so Kyle stops punching.
Sure, in the process, Bochniak landed some lefts and rights just to kind of keep him honest.
Couple short elbows as well. You can see a cut underneath the left eye of Russo from those short elbows.
30 seconds to go in the opening round. It's been all action, a little bit of stand-up, mostly on the ground, but a great chess match nonetheless.
Nice up kick by Russo. This has been unreal. Both fighters well-versed in every aspect of this game. Very, very tough round to score.
And it might ultimately come down to takedowns, as it often does in those close rounds, Scott.
It does, and a little bit of damage. And if you're looking at takedowns and damage right now, whoa, what a straight right hand by Kyle. Finished with a rear leg, and Russo comes right back. Neither fighter giving ground. This is phenomenal.
Great opening round between Ruso Khubejashvili and Kyle Bochniak, and I think Bochniak really finished strong there with that right hand that cuts opening up even more.
I would have to agree.
Over Khubejashvili's left eye. Let's listen into Kyle Bochniak's corner in between rounds.
If you get him on his back, you do not mount. Stay either in top half guard or side cross. Don't mount. He's too slippery down there, okay? Top half guard or side cross. Short hammer punches are good. You don't need to go crazy. In the stand-up exchange, cover his right hand and return with your own right. Relax and don't chase.
Kyle, double your left elbow forward. Pick his right hand off and return with your own right.
Cover his right hand, throw your own. Do not pass him out. Go to side cross or top half guard. Do your damage. I want you to control. Let's go. More control, right?
John Clark and Adam McKinnon giving great advice there. You saw what happened every time Kyle got to mount. He was easily, not easily, but the sweep was there. And so what John basically said was stay inside, control a half guard and work from that position. And with your hands, look to throw your right hand, parry his right, return a right hand. Keeping a high left guard. Excellent advice from a very educated corner. Nice straight right hand right by Kyle. Exactly what his corner asked for. Both fighters exchanging right here. Another right hand lands by Kyle. Opening that cut right back up. Rear leg by Kyle lands.
Bochniak starts round two to bang, but Khubejashvili continues to fight back. We are in round two of a scheduled 3-round bout here in the featherweight division.
Neither fighter giving an inch, but that cut is weeping already off that first straight right hand.
The blood trickling down the side of the face of Khubejashvili. Mike Parenti joined by Scott Ream live from CES MMA 26.
Both fighters just throwing leather. Left hook lands by Kyle. Right to tie plumb. The knee lands. Russo catches the knee. Looks for a single. Kyle doing a great job with an underhook fighting that off. Russo still trying to grab that single. Still grinding that single. Russo still driving that same single. Very persistent with it. Kyle defending it pretty well. Russo lets the single go.
Khubejashvili trying to get it to the ground. Bochniak would prefer to stand, as was his corner.
Well, he also did a great job on the ground with takedowns. He's not afraid of the ground, and that's Kyle looking right now. He jumps the single, and Russo needs to defend.
Well, in any event, that right hand for Bochniak's been a weapon, Scott, right at the end of round one and the beginning of round two.
Nice takedown by Kyle. Yes, you're 100% right. Now look at that. Russo reverses. Kyle sees that he's about to get reversed, and he gets back to his feet. Russo grabs a single. He tries for a takedown.
You heard Bochniak's corner say this guy's slippery on the ground. You see it, Scott. Every time he gets down, he reverses.
But he still goes for the takedown. Neither fighter wants to be denied anywhere in this fight. Both men, this is so evenly matched, this fight.
Nice sprawl there by Khubejashvili, to defend the takedown. 2:51 to go in round 2, and again, it's all action between Ruso Khubejashvili and Kyle Bochniak.
Nice straight right hand and a nice rear leg. Both fighters landed simultaneously. Nice 1-2 followed by a knee, countered by a right hand by Kyle.
The cut is certainly noticeable, but not a problem just yet, Scott, for Khubejashvili.
It looks like Ruso's breathing a little heavier than Kyle at the moment. That could be from really pushing that takedown. He really hung on to that single for a long time. Double jabbed his way in, Ruso did, and landed the rear leg. Ruso is throwing great punches. He's just missing, though, not landing flush.
Yeah, Khubejashvili kind
nice
of
straight right hand by Kyle there.
And again, that right hand by Bochniak's the one that sneaks in and scores.
Just like his corner had said, parry his right hand, land jaws. Overhand right by Ruso lands, though. Kyle with the takedown.
Well, that's one way to defend the right hand, go in for the takedown. And again, like you said, Bochniak not afraid to take it to the ground.
Not at all. Ruso went for the guillotine there, looking for the neck, but Kyle defended his neck very well.
Bochniak has consistently gone for the takedowns in the second round. He's gotten the second one.
And now you can hear Kyle's corner, John Clark, stating, stay there, Kyle. Control him from there, control from half.
Prevent him from reversing or trying to sweep. $1:21 to go here in round 2 of this scheduled 3-round featherweight bout.
You can see Ruso right now attacking Kyle's left arm, looking to try for a key lock, but Kyle stepped over the arm. You can see Kyle's left leg over Ruso's right arm, isolating that arm, whether it be for some short elbows or to try to maybe get to side control. There's your position for your short elbows. And Kyle's throwing those short elbows with that arm slightly isolated. Now it's been released. Ruso grabs the back of Kyle's head, pulls him in tight to break posture so he can't strike.
.30 seconds to go in the second round.
Kyle clears his head, postures up, looks to rain down punches. We have a cut now under Ruso's right eye as well as his left. Gorgeous, big, bombing left elbow followed by a right elbow. Kyle's starting to grind Ruso on the ground a bit here. Big left hand lands. This is the type of grind that John Clark was asking of Kyle. Ruso doing a very good job of defending the... There's the bombs coming now, though. Ruso just looks gassed.
Yeah, Khubejashvili looks like he's out of gas. Kyle Bochniak just wears him down in round 2. It started with the takedown midway through, and then a lot of ground and pound, the short elbows that you mentioned.
Let's see what Ruso's corner, Joe Lozon, UFC veteran Joe Lozon, has to say.
It's got to be tougher. Be tougher. Keep your left hand up, throw your right straight, be ready to throw an uppercut. He's going to shoot on you.
All he's going to do is throw right hands. Keep his hand high. Just keep his hand high. Left hand high. Ruso, get that side kick. Stay away from the rear leg kick. He's throwing that right hand off of it. Kick him hard in the leg. Kick him with guard the rear leg.
Let's go. Gotta stand up, Ruso. Let's go. Gotta stand up.
Let's go, Ruso. Last round, baby. Breathe.
Mike Parenti, Scott Ream, cage side at CES MMA 26, round number 3 of a scheduled 3 underway.
What a great fight, great fight.
You heard Ruso Khubejashvili's corner tell him to watch for the rear leg kick. That's where Bochniak's generating that right hand from, and that's where he's been scoring the majority of his points.
Well, Joe Lozon also made a great comment and said, he's landing that right hand, be aware of it. Don't let. Oh, he just landed 2 of them, Kyle did, and Ruso turned his back. Joe Lozon also told him to watch the takedown. He'll be shooting, and he's 100% right. Kyle came in behind the right hand. The corner gave great advice, but Kyle just landed double right hands, and Ruso turned his back on him.
Yeah, surprisingly, turned his back from the action, and Kyle Bochniak stepped right in, didn't miss a beat, gets another big takedown. And this is a great opportunity to really grind him down again early in round number 3. He's got plenty of time to work on him here from this point.
Now he should be very patient, just like he was. Nice cross face for separation. Couple of short elbows. In his corner, Kyle's corner, John Clark is calling for him to stay active from this position. Control him and stay active. Now you see Ruso did a great job of bringing his knee inside. Kyle is now trying to recover that half guard again. He isolates the right hand, so now he can't defend. Ruso can't defend.
And here comes Bochniak with the short elbows again.
This is the short game.
Yep.
This is an MMA half guard short game. Maintain the half guard position, work short punches, short elbows. Kyle did a great job to pass the side control here.
Nice job avoiding the up kicks. Now getting side control. 3:21 to go in the fight.
Now he has great hip control. He has his back. He's going to back mount. I think Ruso's doing a great job. Slipped right out the back door.
There it is, the slippery Ruso Khubejashvili.
Nice knee coming off the canvas by Ruso. Kyle with a nice knee coming off the canvas. Both of these fighters just saying, if you can do it, I can do it. Kyle with a great takedown into mount.
So a bit of momentum for Khubejashvili for just a second. Kyle Bochniak stems the tie with another takedown.
Just no quit in either fighter. Kyle again in a dominant position, staying patient, staying dominant, trying not to make mistakes. You'll see Ruso try to climb the cage to get out. This is a very educated fighter, and you can hear John Clark telling his fighter to stay light. In other words, if he feels his base come up, just stand right up and get off him. Don't get swept. Stay light.
Khubejashvili trying to slip out again.
What a great job! Kyle did a great job. He felt his balance, and he rode with it to take back mount. Phenomenal job.
What a great transition by Kyle Bochniak.
I'd like to see Kyle go to a body lock here rather than hooks, because Ruso is just so slick.
The chess match on the ground continues, Scott. 2 minutes to go in the fight. Bochniak in the red and white, Khubejashvili in the black with the red trim.
There's your turnaround. You saw this coming. It was inevitable. That's why I like the body lock. It prevents that turnaround from happening. But look at Kyle working for a triangle right here. He has his leg free. He's working for that bow tie right now. He's got a top knot. That's the ankles crossed.
Control the posture, Kyle. One or the other. Push him out or take him in.
With a minute and 20 left, there's still plenty of time for Ruso to get some work in here. Kyle's working with an open guard, which means he's ready to attack.
Kyle, we got a minute. We got to win this fight in 1 minute. We got to win this fight in 1 minute, Kyle.
Just over a minute to go here, and it may be a scenario where Khubejashvili has to finish this fight to win it with the way Bochniak is control on the ground.
It's been an up and down battle. Again, I would not want to leave any of this to the referees by any stretch of the imagination. Kyle's corner is doing a great job by telling him, if you want this fight, you got to win it. It would behoove him to get up and reverse this.
Right, by no means do you want to take your foot off the pedal.
No, not at all. If I was on my back here, I would switch those punches to elbows as quickly as possible and try to get up.
Final 30 seconds.
Ruso doing a great job of controlling the hips here and keeping Kyle on the ground, although he's not throwing any. That's the first couple of punches I've seen him throw from this position.
Yeah, Khubejashvili really needs to empty the tank here, and here he
now
goes.
He's starting to do it. Kyle kicks off with it. Kyle reverses him again, puts him back on his back. Phenomenal job.
Another big
now
takedown.
He's starting to pull down the punches. He's isolated that right arm. I think that's the exclamation point to this round for Kyle.
I agree, Scott. That may have been the finishing touch for Kyle Bochniak on not only this round, but the fight as well.
What a fantastic fight, Michael.
There is the final bell. All action for 3 rounds. Kyle Bochniak and Ruso Khubejashvili. It was a war as promised and a tough one to score. But I think in the end, from what we saw through these 3 rounds, Kyle Bochniak may have done enough to win.
I absolutely agree.
His ground game was exceptional, especially in rounds 2 and 3.
2 and 3 sealed the deal, in my opinion.
Big takedowns, and he did work while on the ground. He didn't just lay and pray. He delivered those short elbows. He went to work and really just wore down Khubejashvili.
Both fighters reversed. Both fighters were active. Phenomenal fight, and as much as, to my chagrin, nice job, Pat.
And you can see in the closing seconds too, just as both fighters got to their feet, you saw the final 20 seconds. Ruso Khubejashvili wanted to do something big. Bochniak gets that big takedown. You call it the exclamation point. That's exactly right. And you can see the look of frustration on Khubejashvili's face as he went down. Just couldn't do anything to stem that tide. And that may have done it right there for him.
They did a phenomenal job. Exciting fight. Man, Pat Sullivan, well done. God, I hate to admit that.
Another well-matched fight here at CES MMA 26. Again, it was Kyle Bochniak and Ruso Khubejashvili, a war from start to finish. Let's find out who gets the decision. We'll send it down to our cage announcer, Adam Palazzo.
How about a round of applause for both these brave warriors tonight? After 3 tough rounds, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges scored the fight 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Kyle Bochniak.